Welcome to their 4.0 podcast, a show about building bridges across cultures and engaging intercultural dialogue and promoting diversity. Their 4.0 project is co-founded by European Union as part of Erasmus Plus program. My name is Vedran from Youth Power, and today I have a chance to talk with my dear friend, talented and unique DJ Lubnya, artist name Lubnya. Hi, how are you, Lubnya?
Hi Vedran, I'm very good and thank you for inviting me.
Thank
It's
you
a
for
pleasure.
thank you for joining us. So we'll start with basic standard first question, which is can you tell us about yourself? Like what's your story? How did you get into music and DJing? Like can you go like to the beginnings of everything?
So music is such a big part of my life and I gained interest in music at very young age. So I started playing piano when I was 7 years old. I finished elementary music school, but I didn't see myself in classical music that much. I was always more interested in rhythm and dynamics. So then when I was 15 years old, I started playing drums and I had my first band ever and I think that was maybe the best time of my life when you're a teenager and you have a band. And then when it comes to DJing, I fell in love with DJing when I was, I think it was 2020. I heard this closing set from Street Arts Festival Mostar, and I thought to myself, I really want to try this. And then that's how it begins.
Okay, hearing this beautiful story, I cannot not to ask myself, like, did you have any role models when you were young, when you were like a child or younger? Like, is there any artist, musician, or specifically DJ who shaped your style as a DJ that you are today?
Well, when I was still exploring and starting to search for my own sound, I fell in love with this Berlin-based duo called Fiak. Maybe you know about them. I can proudly say that their sound and mixing style had huge influence on in my beginner days, and they still have now. It's a crazy fact that I met one of them last summer in Croatia at the festival after their set. We had such a nice time together and a nice talk. And what was interesting was that they didn't see me as a fan, but as a colleague. And we gave each other lots of nice stories and inspiration.
Oh, that's a beautiful experience. So you met your idol.
Yes,
That's amazing.
I met my idol.
That's amazing. So I was always curious because I never talked with anyone who is like in this DJ world. Like, can you tell me how do you create a set? Like, how do you choose the tracks? Like, do you focus on a specific mode or theme? Like, I'm curious about this process that's in the background. So, can you tell us more about it?
Well, it really depends when it comes to creating sets. I'm always ready with folders that contain different genres since I like to mix different genres because I find it very interesting. But when I play, I always like to observe the crowd and then play something that I think is the best for that moment. To be honest, I will never play a fully planned set, but I rather feel the whole vibe of party and play for that party, not for myself.
So in the moment you will analyze the audience and then you'll play that.
Yes, it's always very spontaneous.
Oh, that's beautiful. But like, what's your favorite type of the event or venue that you like to play at? Is like any particular vibe that you love or?
So the fact with me is that I'm a huge fan of underground. I really love clubs with dim lights, like warehouses, etc. So on the other side, I really love festivals during the summer because people are very happy and easygoing, and I get to reunite with other DJs that are my colleagues, and I get to also meet new people, new DJs, and get those connections.
So it's always interesting.
Yes,
at the
it's
set.
always interesting.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry for changing the subject, but in 2024, I realized in your social media that you are not just a DJ, like you exploded. So besides career for DJ, I saw, okay, you're a student, right?
Yes.
And I saw some modeling path, if I'm correct. So how do you balance all these three things?
Well, I think I balance it quite well. I don't have a modeling contract or anything, but I usually work with my friends that are photographers or I also collaborate with some local fashion brands and stuff. So yeah, and also there are people that see my profile and they want to collaborate in a way, and yeah, that's for now my modeling career.
But do you find like any similarities between expressing yourself through the music and modeling?
Yes, because both DJing and modeling require from you to be your true self, to have your own style and sound, so people are meant to collaborate with you or listen to you. I'm really proud of who I am, and I have the luck that I always work with people that really enjoy working with me too. So I think that's the similarity with both modeling and DJing. You really have to be yourself for people to recognize who you really are.
But are you planning like to move forward when it comes to modeling in the future?
Let's see what this year brings. So
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the music career.
Sure.
I want to ask you about your gig. Like, what's the most memorable one that you ever did, and why, if you can tell us?
I think my most memorable one was last summer at this really nice festival called From Herz with Love. It's a local festival based in Mostar. So last year was the third year of the festival, and we did it like on this one hill called Fortica, and from that point you can see the whole city lights and stuff, and there was such a perfect lineup. I met so many beautiful people. I played one of my best sets also there, so I think that was my favorite gig so
Okay,
far.
we hope we have photos and videos as well on your social
Yes.
media. So I want to ask you, like, hearing your musical career path, like, do you like, what do you hope to achieve next in your career? Like, any dream collaborations or maybe events that you really want to be part?
Let's say
Of-
that my next big plan for my music career when it comes to this year is definitely to focus more on producing. That's also one of my New Year's resolutions when it comes to this year. Yeah, but when it comes to collaborations, I don't know. Let's see what this year brings, though.
Yeah, I think spontaneous is the best.
Yes, yes.
And for the last, I will not bother you anymore, I promise. So if you can conclude our conversation, so I would like to ask you to give maybe to someone an advice who is thinking about starting career in music, or to be more specific in DJing. What advice you would give?
My advice for beginner DJs is to definitely say yes to every opportunity that is given to you, and to really deeply listen to music. And by listening to music, you are going to find your own style of mixing and your sound, and then at the end people will recognize you by that sound.
Lubnya, thank you so much for sharing this story.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to the next collaborations.
Thank you for joining us on the Dare 4.0 podcast. This project is co-funded by European Union through Erasmus Plus virtual exchange program, supporting innovation and connection in a globalized world. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and share it with others.